Hi everyone. Sean Diddy Combs just got sentenced to 50 months in federal prison. I literally just got out of court and it was very nerve-wracking, and he didn't really seem to have a lot of emotion when he was being sentenced. I think he knew that the judge was definitely not going to let him walk away, because the judge, he kept saying the words, "I have to impose a significant sentence." He said this about 3 times, and I was thinking, is he gonna go harder than what the government asked for? I mean, surely he couldn't go harder than 11 years. He did not, obviously, but he made the comment, the judge, 11 years is way too harsh. However, 14 months and walking out of here is definitely not going to happen either. So he said, the judge specifically said that, I want to make it clear, I'm sentencing on the conviction of the Mann Act, not RICO or sex trafficking. However, the court needs to consider the characteristics of the defendant, the violence. And then he went on to say, or he basically went on to praise Diddy for all of his charitable causes, the fact that he's a father, what he does for the community, how impressive impressive he is as an entrepreneur. He basically called him iconic, and he said the court knows that you have a problem with addiction. We've taken that into consideration. And then he went on to talk about the fact that his behavior caused Cassie and Jane to consider suicide. He used power and control to abuse women who loved him, and he abused them psychologically and physically. The evidence of abuse in this case was massive. We saw it. And he said these are serious offenses that harmed 2 women. And, he would have kept doing it if he didn't get caught. And he said, 50 months of incarceration. That's 4 years, 2 months. Probably will get time served. Maybe he'll serve 85% on good behavior. Who knows? A fine of $500K. Terms of supervised release of 5 years. But he didn't really have much of a reaction, and neither did his family. But I want to say a few things that Diddy said when he spoke to the court. He stood up, he gave a big sigh, and he said, "Thank you for giving me the chance to speak. It's been so hard not to be able to say sorry." He apologized to Cassie for his actions, apologized to Jane. He apologized to Cassie's family. He just said, he never meant to hurt any of them. He apologized to Jane for bringing her into his mess. At one point he says, "I hate myself right now." He said he's been stripped down to nothing. He's truly sorry for it all, no matter what they say, the government. And then he apologized to his children and his mother. And he said, he broke. He said, "I'm sorry that I failed you as a father. I'm sorry that I failed you as a son." He's sorry to the community. And his apology was good, but